Hey, this is Lee with wplauncher.com, and I am stoked to share this with whoever will listen because it took me forever to find. But I've been trying to figure out how I can use the core blocks in the Gutenberg editor. I created my own block, and I want to drop some of the core blocks into my custom block. And I've been searching everywhere in the documentation. I haven't found anywhere. Finally, I found somewhere where they were doing exactly what I wanted to do. And I'm going to show you really quick how you can drop any of the core blocks into your own custom block. So here we go. Okay, so check this out. Here's my block that I built. It's for our new theme for our Gutenberg Blocks for Beginners course. And this is a block, so this is all editable. It's pretty cool. That's all editable. You can edit the image and everything. But so the issue is that for these editable text elements, I'm using the rich text component. And the only problem that I'm running into is that when you use the rich text component, you're kind of responsible for tracking all of the attributes. So if I wanted to add some alignment functionality like centering and left text, right aligning text, I have to track all those in attributes. And so my thought is, what if I could drop a paragraph in and leverage all those options that offers? Then I don't need to track all that. And plus, with the paragraph, check this out. If I here's my rich text element, and this block, this rich text block doesn't do anything special in particular. All of these extra pieces of functionality I added to the inspector over here are kind of like global with respect to this block. And then if I wanted to bold or italicize this, I can do that. And this does work. I don't have to create attributes for that because it just stores, it drops in like a strong tag or an emphasis tag for italicizing it. But what if I want to, give people the ability to change the font size or to change the font alignment? I'd have to build, these are 3 separate rich text components. I'd have to build all kinds of extra functionality and track all the different attributes. Whereas if I just drop in the paragraph, it already has all that baked into it. Okay, so how do we do this? All right, so I've got my block over here, and I've got some of my cheat codes down here. What we're going to do is we're going to use this inner blocks component. And so just so you know, where I found this is in the Gutenberg documentation on GitHub. I was searching everywhere trying to find a place where they did exactly what I'm talking. And for the media text component in the core library, they actually pull in the paragraph component, okay? And then they drop it in using inner blocks. So we're going to do exactly that. And this obviously is a best practice because they're doing it in the core of the code, which, this is where I go whenever I'm trying to figure something out. I come over here to GitHub, look at the documentation and see if it's already been done. And usually if I'm trying to think of something to do, they've already done it. So I don't need to rethink all this. So if you come on over here into this media text, here's the file path here. You can see all the code. I just copied and pasted it. Okay, and so what this is doing is the inner blocks component can take a template, and the template we're going to give it in this case is a core paragraph, the paragraph template, and you can predefine you can predefine all of the attributes that the paragraph requires. And for now, just to show you how it works, I've got the font size and some placeholder text, and you can add other attributes as well. But this applies, this template, you can just change this out for the heading element or a media embed or any of the, different core blocks, you'll be able to just switch that out and drop it in. Okay, and then this allowed blocks variable, I'm limiting it to just the core paragraph. So I don't want any other blocks to be available from within there because I don't want people adding stuff to this inner block. Okay, and so then here's the register block type for my block. And if we scroll down to the edit, I'm in the edit function. Right here's my edit function. Got a lot going on here. And see, look at all this stuff. I don't want to track any more attributes. Here's my inspector controls. And then I'm just going to drop this inner blocks right above my title here. Okay. And so I set these properties, these props of this inner blocks component to allowed blocks, and I use that allowed blocks object, and then the template to the template. And then that handles the edit side of things. And then in the save function, I want to print out whatever anybody's typed in there. So let's put this in the same spot. And so you'll just do inner blocks, and just like you do with the rich text, you'll do .content. And if we come back over here and reload this, okay, here is my custom block, and check that out. So now, not only do I have an editable text area, but I can also change the alignment. I can bold, italicize, and if I look at the inspector, I have all these other options available to me. People can change the size of the text. You can add a drop cap if you want. Change the background color even. I mean, this is pretty amazing. And then because I've limited this block to just the paragraph tag, that's the only thing they'll be able to add in there. Okay, so there's another paragraph. All right, and so there you have it. Really easy way to this. Of course, this works for any of the core blocks. Really easy way to drop any of the core blocks into your own custom blocks and avoid having to build out all of this functionality and track all these attributes. It'll really speed up your development. Hey, so if you need any hosting or you've got a theme to sell, head on over to wplauncher.com and submit your theme to be reviewed, and we'll add it to our marketplace. Thanks again for joining us. Have a great day.